Like sometimes some of them are teaching somewhere else, like IIT Bangalore or someplace like that. Just sort of tell us where they are and then, then we do the rest.
So, do you have a list of faculty members and where they are?
No, I just see,
Like the way you are trained.
Alumni Association tells me these are the teachers, then we ask the dean of faculty. We have a list of dean of faculty.
In fact, when we had this Golden Jubilee celebration, I think most of the department they updated that list.
Okay.
No, the email ID, phone number, this, that, complete information. In fact, at that time probably we had a lot of faculty members because each department organized, what should I say, that department day, different times. So that period they came with family, they spent time 3-4 days with us. So probably that list must be there. Now with this email thing, which we retain, till we retire, even later on, it's not difficult. Not
Great
difficult.
job in getting alumni database. So if there is a faculty database, and where faculty is, then it makes it that much easier. It's not that we won't give the name.
No, I think the suggestion is well taken that I'll ask Venkatesh that when he sends this mail for the, by the way, next year 7 reunions are there, but 3 of them the dates are already frozen because the batch coordinators are so pushy. Other 4 we have to push them to send us the name of the batch coordinator. So when I asked Praveer one day, I said, Praveer, तुम्हारे batch का क्या हो रहा है? पता नहीं मेरे को. So, see, Navpreet on the other hand I have seen, the class of 1990, I mean, nobody had to do anything. He just went there and he just said, yeah, चिट्ठी लिख के भेज दो, So,
Ikka 25th होगा ना, हमारा 25th
like, for my batch I did it, I got all my teachers. Because I did not even ask Alumni Association, I just did it on my own.
So I just wanted to make a point that, even for our batch, when the faculty interaction was our superiors and what I said, you're finding these gaps. which
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
discussing. But just imagine, 800 kids to pass out every year. They have not even visited the faculty houses.
They don't even know the names.
So the question,
One kid said, hello sir, अरे क्या हुआ आपने ट्यूटोरियल लिया था आपने कौन सा पता नहीं सर शक्ल आपको याद है आप जोक बहुत मारते हो.
So the point that I'm trying to make now, it's not just good enough to wish something, but make it happen.
Yes.
Otherwise, you will keep talking about it even in the next year after, and after 5 years when we come back. The question is, what are we doing about it in a programmatic manner? Because we all come together, we discuss certain things, you meditate and you think that you do something, but unless there is ownership, clear action items defined, and you take that forward in a very programmatic manner, nothing will be done. My personal suggestion is that, see, if you think that automatically the students will come and knock the doors of the faculty, it's not going to happen. Even in our times, it never happened. Only with some cultural activities, somebody participates in a music thing that they invite students and so on. Why don't you folks from the faculty side define that program throughout the year? Okay? Create events which will make groups of students come there. It can be small group of 10 students, 20 students, but make it happen from your side. Please do not wait for students to come to you because they will not. Let's face it. You can all wish it, you can talk about it for hours, but nothing is going to us. Define the calendar, define certain activities. It could be a short activity, like let's say Diwali, every faculty identifies a group of 20 students. I'm just thinking aloud. There could be several such activities that could be created and programmatically managed by the faculty.
Harish wants to get counseling.
I will add up one thing into this, that from faculty side, you can select mentor for 30 students or 25 students, groups. And those that mentors, they can carry out what he is telling, that on festival time or on certain occasions, the mentor can call those students to their house. So that's, interaction, because, man relation, they cannot be substituted by any technology or by any machine. They have to be there. And once they are there, they become, part and part of the entire life. So that is to be nursed in some or the other way.
So that's the second part of my suggestion. We are all talking bad things about Facebook and Twitter, but the fact is that it is giving you instant communication with the community that you love. The folks could be sitting in the US or Europe somewhere or in Japan. It just happens. And look at our batch. We are just about 35, 40 people here, but I know that people back in the US are waiting for us to post pictures. Just a simple thing like that. We invited suggestions that, okay, come and join our WhatsApp group. And people send their WhatsApp number. Suddenly we got 15, 20 requests. Add me up in the WhatsApp. There is nothing wrong with it. We tried to create a Yahoo group earlier in late 90s, and we all at least got 150, 170 folks out of 250 that we had. So this is certain, and trust me, I and Raghu were working in adjacent buildings in Bangalore, and we got connected through Yahoo. And Raghu just walks in next day and says, Himesh, are you working here? I didn't know. And for 3-4 years we were working together. It's in just adjacent buildings. So my take is that for each group, I'm sure the groups would have a Facebook page. For faculty-student interaction, you could have several Facebook pages which are created specifically to do certain specific things, and then start sharing because that is how you will build the community. Otherwise, how will it happen? The faculties, guys are sitting there, the students are all here. Okay, it just doesn't happen automatically.
Harish?
Yeah, I was just wondering, to make it more practical, if, I'm sure the student-faculty ratio is right now large, right? That must be one of the problems in ensuring interaction one-to-one. Have people considered, or would it be possible to consider senior PGs roped in as sort of, in the mentoring process along with the faculties to really get, much closer contact?
Both of you are counseling,
Brainstorm session also on this. Right. Having a group of 20 students or 50 students who are faculty members, that already exists. So that is being closely monitored and strengthened also. Yeah. Right.
That's all the idea of
I will join you guys for lunch. Because I have a Facebook page and I have very few friends and I think 1,500 bachas. And I'm having fun. But when my colleagues see this, kya hai Facebook ko time waste kar raha hai. This morning I replied to somebody that I'll be in Bombay on Monday. 4 people will come and see me in Hiran and Land.
Just I'm on a slightly, on a different topic, but I want to ask it earlier on infrastructure. Are professors able to put their lectures up on YouTube or something? Because my younger son does that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't mind his class of 500 and one.
We have.
So they can rewind and they can see. And
Yeah, in fact, we have. Some people have done it, some people are doing it, some people are planning to do in the coming years. Yes, it's happening. For example, we used to have a thing called lab lecture in our ESC course, the core course. And one final academic senate decided that we will not have lab lecture for that course. So the instructors said, okay, it doesn't matter, I'm going to record all the videos and put it on the YouTube, that's it. So students could watch it and then they can come to the lab. The complaint is that students don't watch, that's a different matter.
They watch YouTube, but something else.
We have to address the worst cases actually, which are in depression or into that mode of community suicide. And
I suppose such interactions may not help there. Only the students, their friends can tell. Now this guy is not interacting with others. So he is gone the wrong way. Such a child has to be identified and then
Yeah. Another one we have done, probably that is.
Already announced I'm going having lunch.
Sorry sir, just I wanted to say something.
We auctioned t-shirts in our 30th and everybody was present actually signed the felt pen. So, and the person who got it was the chairman board of governors, Anand Krishnan. He bought it because his son is our batchmate.
Okay, I think it'll be more democratic about it. I have 5 pieces of these blue t-shirts and another 5 pieces of the green t-shirts. So amongst, in the first instance, we'll try and accommodate those batchmates who are not here for the 25th. Just one request, there is talk about the extension campus in Noida. So perhaps, maybe some of us who are Delhi-based may want you to consider and would request you to consider, and we'll probably put ideas together about having an alumni center there. Informal club also, maybe a formal club.
It's a part of.
It's part of the building, alumni office, and it's one floor.
And
So perhaps maybe something which inspires a lot more interaction for us, and probably we can form this idea. Lastly, Lakshmi.
Yeah.
So let's try and surpass that target in trying to create a class of 1980 corpus. The previous collection that we had at the time of our Silver Jubilee, the suggestion I had was over the next 3, 4, 5 years, we create that corpus so that they can run a few things in perpetuity. So that's about it. There was some idea about a contingent fund because of some of the events that we have recently. We will run that through over lunch and dinner. We'll discuss that. Anyone else wants to say anything else before we run forward? Over lunch. Thanks again.